I mean, it's pretty slow mid.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're straight on it. Matt actually dies instantly, and Spade kills right.
Both
It's
soldiers
pretty
are-
bad for them. Yeah. 4v4 though, Spade does go down in the end. Lex is getting destroyed in the air. This should be Goon Squad's mid pretty easily. Smother's been destroyed as well, and he will go down. And this is so awkward. Doja's got no one. Dork eventually comes back to him, but yeah, they get absolutely crushed. Matt just dying instantly there just basically meant they lost the mid.
Yeah, indeed. Especially with like mids being where soldier bombs and just projectile class in itself is pretty crucial.
And full ad going into last year. This is kind of what I was talking about with our 5 seconds of analysis pre-game. If they can like win this mid, they're pretty good at defending last. I think it was one of the cups, or maybe it was last. I think it was last season. They pretty much held out for like a solid like 20 minutes to last, and only gave up like one round in the last second. I think they did lose that game in the end, but they were really strong at holding last. So we'll see what they can do if they can get this round on the board, pushing from river.
Definitely. Pushing in from river. Looks like Brad's gonna play post from the riverside. Doesn't see the soldier balcony.
I mean, they do block that. Like, it was kind of a bad Uber. Then he got the gun, and they're kind of just getting crushed now. Shooper's in on people. He does get the one kill. They're not gonna actually. The soldier's somehow on point on the heavy, and now he only needs to kill a demo and medic. I can't believe they're actually this close to winning it after how badly that went. Basically, the only decent thing is Lazar does survive, but I can't believe how close that ended up being. Like, the soldier's just destroying right at the end there. But yeah, I don't understand. They took way too long to kill that gun. Took them like the entire Uber, and then they just couldn't clean up well enough.
Just fiddled on last there, yeah, definitely. Well, fully red for red here.
So yeah, I think they should be able to take second pretty easy. They're so far back. I imagine it'll just be the one jump. It's a really good jump, yeah. And Shupa actually lived. Shupa was like distracting so well, and then he actually gets the pogo out. Lev does actually die hiding in the rocky spot behind the thing there. So they should still get into mid here, because Laz doesn't have yet. Or he's just got it. Oh, that's bad though. Spencer dies. They do force pretty bad Uber, really.
Demo is caught out by the Uber. Unlucky.
Actually, I don't understand what happened there. Oh, Dorf actually gets a sneaky couple kills, but how did they lost their whole team there somehow? Did you see what happened? Was it they
yeah, the soldier bomb from near Big Door, the red soldier bombed through, and then onto the force, and then I believe the Roma soldier just forced Andreas there, and the demo was caught out through.
And they just lose directly off that. That's not what I expected to happen. Because Dorf did pretty well getting a couple kills after how badly that went, but yeah, considering maybe they thought the same as me, that the other team didn't have Uber yet, and they went in too far and yeah, got crushed. But good start there from Goon Squad.
Definitely. I like to see a double bomb here from Goon Squad.
Looks like Riot's definitely going high. Oh, that idiot Spade. Spade will live here though. Hopefully, yeah, he does. And Riot's
looks like
again.
Lex is in. Good damage on the flank there.
Dork's kind of beefing. Dork is on the medic, but he's not. He's kind of beefing. Oh, that's so unlucky! No, Laz hits the arrow, but Dork lives on 1 health. That was a much better collapse there from Thunderbirds, that mid though. Like, they actually got people in like straight onto their combo and end up killing them. And yeah, big middies from right, probably stopping Spade from doing anything aggressive most of the mid.
I did enjoy the Lex bomb from their Big Door and just pipe. So good.
Yeah, well, Dork went in really well. He just kind of beefed on the medic, and lucky he survived on one and was able to kill him before he got killed or ran away. Big ad here though. They got the pyro, they got the gun. It's gonna come in true shutter.
Sentry's doing bits, does get destroyed. Uber is faded off.
Big rocket from Shupa, headshot directs Spanzer, and this is going to be a disaster unless Thor can sneak in. I think he's going to burn to death. No, Rocky, what is he doing? Rocky, where are you going? The 10 health scout kills the one player, and then Rocky's not on the point, and he wins the round. I actually can't believe that one either. Wow. What a way to lose.
I'm watching Depth here. I'm on Depth Cam.
Yeah, last time he didn't do a whole lot. It kind of just, the bombs won it for his team, the first mid at least. Right's in so far. He's gonna get crushed though instantly.
That was good, yeah. Looks like Red Company wants to push forward here. Good damage, but oh, I like it.
Yeah, they kind of Goon Squad kind of just got pushed too far back, and Rocky ate a nice rocket. I think it was from Riot, and Matt kind of got launched into like the perfect spot to spam as well. Like he got knocked from behind from the soldier, but it landed him directly to spam out the choke. Laz does survive here though, which is nice. And so it should be almost even. Doge has Tiny out, and Doge will know that and probably be calling to go in ASAP. Which it looks like they're going to do like from Shutter.
Level 1 sentry this time. It looks like they almost got put out at Shutter there. Taking a bit too much damage for my liking.
Yeah, Super will die going behind here. It's not a huge deal. It's a bit of a weird call, I think. They thought they had, but then they walked in and saw it wasn't. And so they kind of like half got out. Lucky Smazza didn't die there. Should be... Yeah, they're going to go for a point play, I think. Yeah, Dork is straight under. The gun does watch point, and I don't think they realise that.
Lex is in.
Yeah, kind of gets crushed, and Dork would have called he can't go on point, and what much he can do. Super does instantly die again, though.
Yeah, 2 scouts, river, 1 in water and 1 above. Looks like Smaz is going underneath onto the point. Wow. Got some good cap time on last there.
Yeah, a bit of a weird one, though, because Lex had already died, and Riot wasn't really in position to do anything. Lev almost kills Matt there as well, but it's basically should just be a full reset. But yeah, if they'd stayed forward, it must have been a bit of miscommunication or something, because if Riot jumped there, I think they'd probably just win that round just on the sneaky cap.
Oh yeah, they're fine.
Looks like Dork is up on the sniper here, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, should there be an off class? I feel like if I was Dork here, I'd go off class.
Where's he going from? Looks like he's just... Oh, yeah, he missed. Typical Dork on sniper, and then Lex just dies, so it's kind of the full retreat. This top hold's really good, though. It's so hard to do anything against the top, because if you jump behind, you kind of just get crushed by the scout, and then the forward, the demo can just, you know, spam that tiny spot for days, so... Looks like they're not going to do anything.
Looks like he's in lobby again. Red sniper. Yeah. Trying to go for the hero shot.
Yeah, I mean, Gully's kind of that map where you basically have to take river or under, or you just go for the hero shot, and they're kind of getting down to the time this was talking about with the Goon Squad holds are generally quite good. I'm not sure what happened that last time. Yeah, so he's just going to go for the YOLO, I think, because they're getting down time. I think he'll just die and then they'll swap and trade, because yeah, a minute 40 left. And Laz is basically positioned perfectly. You basically have to get like the big river angle or YOLO balcony for this one.
Looks like they are trying to make space into the river. Here it is.
Looks like Deft and Chupa are both just like sitting there ready for it, and Spade as well, just spamming the moment he peeks anywhere.
Yeah, trying to.
And yeah, this underspot, he just can't do anything because Deft is watching that trap as well, and balcony. He's just going to try and walk in, but yeah, the lockdown's quite good here. Nice surf.
Minute 5 left on the total clock. Got to do something. Holding on to both Ubers for a very long time.
He is just going to go in with the team.
2 are down. Gets the force.
They do force though, so in the end it's definitely worth it. I think that was more the soldier jump than it was the sniper, because it was quite a nice bomb. But yeah, it's still, this push basically has to go perfectly still for them. Yeah, and they're down 2, so it's kind of rough.
Power sentry on the right.
Bit ballsy. Lex is just walking in to fight the pyro, not what you want to be doing as a soldier. They do use him before they even get their players as well.
Sentry is just called. It's down. Spade's in for post.
Yeah, they got the heavy. Spade's got a nice kill on the Deft is kind of just on the point by himself. It's a nice pipe off and Spazza gets destroyed. I think they'll hold this if they can get people onto the point. Once again, they just can't get onto the point. Like, it was so close, but they just couldn't get onto the point, and in the end they clean up. I think if they just didn't get into the weird spots there, because Rocky kind of got abandoned even though the Uber was over, and then Def was just on the point by himself and died. If that didn't happen, I think they hold. But yeah, that's the problem with just holding. If you have to hold forever, you kind of like, you know, you get forced and then you just lose the rounds.
I'm on the right cam for this one. He's just areas. Gets the mini on Spade.
I think Matt got fast strolled out on and just instantly killed him with the trap and full on retreat.
Good positioning by all of
Right, sit behind. They do know though, Rocky's gonna go kill him.
On balcony, good.
Right's actually just tempesting them somehow.
Yeah,
Still.
good movement. Oh, finds the 2 scouts. Gets Frolic.
Oh,
Rocky.
that's awkward. Yeah, rolled in chat. That's very awkward. Thankfully for them, Laz was sneaky enough that he doesn't get out. Not even close to Uber, but I guess Doge hasn't been healing well either.
Both teams just having Uber here. Could see a sec.
Yeah, no off class yet. I think they'll just try and go behind.
No one is big door
It's kind of
here.
the door play, generally.
Looks like they're going in for it. Gets Frolic, gets Fade.
Absolute disaster. Yeah, Rocky and Spade both die, and they still use
Lex-
in the end on.
Lex is
Lev,
in River
Lev
for the
gotta die.
post. Gets Andreas with Matt. Good positioning by both of them there. With the big door. Lev gets killed.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They get forced and then they all die anyway. I don't think that could have possibly gone worse for them. Like, they did absolutely nothing. Rocky kind of just lost a 1v1 to a soldier inside of him, and now it's just a full ad to last. Bates actually going to instantly die before they even do anything as well.
Yeah, definitely full. Yeah, this should be just a clean up here.
Yeah, there still are traps on point, and they're like really scared. Def does debt, and then he kind of gets out of position, and this should just be scouts just win
scout
now.
medic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very... Just Rocky just dying to that soldier, basically just open that whole jump up, basically, and the other one trading and the force, so... I think it's just bad positioning from them. You kind of just need to keep the height and not get into a 1v1 inside the soldier.
I'm on the Spade game for this one, because I've seen him jump a lot and try to get early damage.
Def's kind of been just... They've taken so much positioning here. Spade's getting a killer scout though to try and alleviate that, and Ride will die. Lex gets the kill on Def. He's not going to get him though. I'm surprised though. I thought Thunderbirds had that. Like, basically, their soldiers were all the way in on their side. They were so forward, and then they just couldn't. Lex took too long to kill Def to have any chance of winning that in the end.
Oh yeah. Shifter tried to get a fast bomb, but Smazzer just shuts him down entirely.
Right's gone behind here, and they're actually fighting this. They're actually going to block it. And Spade dies to a trap too. This is really bad. Lev's going to die as well, and there should be just a full-on push in the middle. Oh, Def gets a double kill though. Amazing pipe and a sneaky trap, and they're actually just going to walk out.
Yeah, 92%.
Yeah, oh, they didn't even have.
Oh,
they didn't even have. They just walk out. Wow.
Huh.
No scouts though, so it's kind of hard to get in here. But I'd imagine the moment Lev spawns, they'll try and do something.
Yeah, here he is.
Unfortunately, Rocky doesn't get the forward spawn. Lex is also actually going behind here, but I'd imagine he's just going to walk into a Rocky super sandwich. He does have a bit of help though.
Lex goes down. Looks like Spade's in. I do believe he just got committed onto that little window ledge. It's a pretty cool spot.
Yeah, kind of awkward fight there, because Lev came back as well, so I don't think they realised there was no scouts in the middle, but they don't really end up doing much in terms of the forcing or anything, and so there is ad here, but only for 5 more seconds. So this could be another same situation where they just get ran at, and it does look like it's going to happen.
Andreas trying to make the Uber not too bad. Flashes the demo in that Uber. Both soldiers trying to get the post here. Laz on 50 health. Laz does get killed by Smazzer with the Lex.
Everyone should die though. Lev needs to get this kill. Yeah, Lex will get cleaned up here easily, I'd imagine. So, awkward fight, but in the end, yeah, Goon Squad does come out on top, and they really needed that. This will be a good chance to go to last.
Do you believe it's like a 20-30 yet for Andreas?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's quite that big, so they'll probably just hold off and do sack plays. Once again, the 4-minute kind of round timer definitely makes it a bit more difficult. You kind of have to speed up, you can't just sit there forever.
Yeah.
Interesting to see what they do, because I feel like the point plays from was kind of better than the sniper. The sniper didn't really do much, but they ended up winning the round anyway because of a nice soldier bomb, so I think that's what Lev tends to do as well, it just goes on at the point.
Looks like the either balcony or shutter here for blue team.
Oh, they do think it's Ad actually. They might kill Lex, but once again they're having so much trouble killing the gun. It finally goes down as
Looks like they're going to use
Lex
back
is
in
gonna.
for ripping.
Lex somehow lives on 8 health.
What?
And kills Rocky. Oh, they're actually going to sneak it maybe. Oh, so close. This is really ballsy from Doge.
Ooh.
Yeah, he finally Ubers, but only after his entire team has died. And so it's basically just going to be even here because of how long Doge held that.
Good see, Super on the point does get the capture.
I don't think either team's going to be very happy with how some of these last hells have gone. They've been such awkward caps in the end.
I was about to say.
It's the same thing as kind of the first round, like Thunderbirds one. You just can't let that happen. Like that's kind of just, you know, not what you'd expect a Prem team would lose from.
No, I was about to say, should they opt plus to spy and just do a double sack or something?
The soldiers just jump into each other, and Right's so low in this corner here, and it's basically just a reset from both teams. Everyone's just waiting for Arrow. Super should die here, but Smazza does die as well. Spade and Right actually jump into each other for the second time this mid. Looks like Thunderbirds are getting pretty easily cleaned up here. Matt should die, and Doge is just not kill blind. Really good cleanup in the end from Goon Squad. Very funny watching Right and Spade reset and then instantly jump straight back into each other. Quite a good opportunity though here for Goon Squad to tie up this game, which I mean, this was semi-close to my prediction, but I'm still surprised that after going 3-1 down, they're doing this well to come back.
Yeah, exactly. Looks like it's a river play here. They're going to play for point again.
Yeah, I think they just need to do a much better job of getting the sentry, or Super kind of just crushed, but he does make it under. Deft is going straight for the gun. They have a pyro here though. I think you just have to. Rocky's made the right play. They're all in spawn. Goes for the point. Lex and Right should both instantly die here, and they're just going to cap. So perfect Uber there, Goon Squad. I think Rocky and Deft instantly recognizing the gun. It's not going to go down, and so you just have to go to the point, and it works out perfectly for them that time. Yeah,
very good for us. I can never say the word. Priority targets. Very good target positioning for the one.
Looks like it's just going to be a double high into big door, but there's nothing to jump on, and Super kind of just gets stuck in feeds. I'm not sure what the idea behind that one was, and at least from them they recognize it instantly, and Def once again has a nice defensive trap set up to pick off Right, but yeah, that wasn't the play, I think, from that double bomb. Bit 5 seconds too late. Yeah, Dork is actually already in behind here. Gonna take the fight with Lev, and he gets absolutely crushed in that 1v1. Lev does instantly die to an unfortunate trap. Oh, Troop is so close to forcing Doge, but doesn't quite work out for him. I feel like this should just be a double bomb instantly though from them, because last time they bombed here, they just won a round off that. They just dropped everyone and forced.
Yeah, double bomb through, yep. As you called it, double bomb through choke, gets the force on Laz.
On the bright side, half their team hasn't died this time, and Lex will, nice midi though, but he does get cleaned up, so at least they'll probably be able to take middle here, at least get the force. Looks like they want a double scout here.
Lev is through in that. What? Lev just leaked through onto the midpoint.
The control point is being
yeah, he's trying to back up. I'm not sure how this is going to work out because there are spawners. Nice rockets, but they're not going to get the force at all. Doge is just perfectly surfing, and now Lev is just going to die here. There's no way he lives. Yeah, I think you just have to commit to the force or the backup. You can't do like half and half because now it's just a 3v6. With full Uber out, and it's like, well, what do you even do here? I just don't see how it's possible, and yeah, it's not. So, once again, it's way too easy getting that force. And then just bad decisions afterwards.
I'm very curious.
This mid.
I'm very curious about Smazza and Lex during this mid here. Because I'm on the Smazza cam currently. Spade is just getting, good kill by Matt and Smazza there.
Yeah, looks like Dork is getting jumped up by Super. With Lev's help, they might get a scout kill, and they do. But the rest of the team kind of just, the rest of the team just gets absolutely walked at. So Super's on 8 health under, and Lev's just having to fight an entire team on 8 health as well. Yeah, the last bit they've just fed, like they've just jumped across point low and just taken so much damage that one of their soldiers has just died, and you're not going to win mid if your soldier instantly dies unless you insta-kill someone, which hasn't been happening.
Yeah, it's mostly just scouts just hooking up and just doing the 100, damage body shot.
Yeah, well I think Matt's doing a lot of good damage with him too. Since they're not jumping him, and the scouts... I mean, Lev's playing, I think, under that mid, so they're not getting like a whole lot of pressure onto Matt at all, so he just shoots the soldiers that aren't jumping near him, and one of them just blows up, and then, well, that's a lost mid.
Yeah, looks like they're going to play for the point again. It is one of the best strategies that we've seen. It's like a sentry again. Matt does get the sentry.
Yeah, the pyro does go down, but it's not a total disaster yet. I think Def is definitely getting picked up here though, and now it's a total disaster. 2v4 Spade, good damage, but yeah, very good cleanup. Yeah, difference. Matt's just instantly getting the gun, and that just cleans it up for them. So, pretty tight game. Stronger players generally, so I'm going to go 3-2 to Thunderbirds, but hopefully it's a close one again.
I'm going to say 3-1 to Thunderbirds, but it will be close to second round for Goon Squad.
Incredibly passive start though. I thought there might be some magic happening, but it looks like Dork's the only one that's actually even gone more than halfway across, and he does good damage, but he might get cleaned up here. Just survives. Lex is semi in behind here. Huge bomb by Lex, but the Met survives.
Right,
he does die, and yeah.
Wow. Spades in. It's good.
Yeah.
Very good bomb by Right there. Shipper's in.
No chance of getting much though. Yeah. Yeah, I think chasing Dork and then Lex being behind, they kind of got shoehorned, behind house, and that's the low ground, how it goes. You never want to be stuck on the low ground. And then Lex and Right just combo bomb one up, and then a few seconds later just absolutely crush them. And yeah, they're just gonna go for forces here. Def is kind of very odd. Def was in way before everyone. Like, look how far Doja's back already. Really unorganized bomb, and they basically just accomplish absolutely nothing. And this is the forward hull I was talking about. You just like have a demo hold right, and because it's a tiny doorway with stickies, you can't really go anything, so you have to go left, and so you just bomb and spam that way. Laz at least has Uber here, but Spade gets absolutely destroyed. He will live. Rocky's actually kind of been abandoned here, so I'm not sure what the play is here. They do finally break through.
Minute 39 left on the clock. Thunderbirds.
Yeah, Rocky's going to feel the need to trade. It's not going to be a great one. He does get it out and make the multi, so it should be at least even, so they kind of just need to keep the fight going. Rocky needs to get healed up here though. Right does trade. Trooper is in behind here, they do know, and he's going to take a fight with Lex. Gets a nice mini, but will die. Lev unfortunately kind of tries to help and gets cleaned up as well, so while they have the better spawns, Goon Squad just doesn't have the players at the moment.
Good kept on by Victor.
Yeah, Smazza does get himself picked up though, and so they do retake the point eventually, so like you said, the nice quick point back and forth on play on this map. I feel like Rocky's barely left this point in so long. He's gonna go for it, he almost kills 2 people, and then once again retake the cap.
Good spam rockets by Spade there.
This fight has been going on so long that both teams have Uber again though. Thankfully, Goon Squad have actually gotten some time in here, so it's not a complete disaster for them, but still so much time on the board.
Looks like they're gonna trade on Smazza. Smazza trying to pick up Def.
Nice kill by Rocky though. Def does die, but I think they'll take the trade there. Right's gonna get cleaned up as well too. And as lucky Rocky lives here, he doesn't, but it'll still be a hard retake here for Thunderbirds until they get their spawners in, and they should be able to. Yeah, they kind of give it up with that Rocky. Super does get caught out there on the right, which makes it quite awkward to fight, especially with how little time there. You can't be making, you know, you basically can't be losing those 1v1s, even with the quick spawns. Just like 5 seconds of your team, or even longer than not doing anything. Right, it's like so far forward. Very good aggression there from Thunderbirds. I think that was completely unexpected. Laz does survive, at least for now. Yeah, he will. And yeah, Smaz are going a bit far. Unnecessary trade there, but they've gotten so much time, it's just hard to see Goon Squad winning, you know, an even Uber fight and then holding for 2 minutes here.
10 seconds left. I feel like they should, yeah, use on the point, yep. Shipper goes down. Looking for a post here for the soldiers.
Right's trying to get him behind. He should get cleaned up. Rocky
Spades in.
realize he has to go for the point as well. Right is absolutely cleaning up though, and you're this nice pipe, but there's no way they win that. Yeah, it looked like that was going so well for Goon Squad, but Right is not dying, and basically, as you said, so far Lex and Right MVP is just causing so much havoc, and they just haven't been able to deal with it at all.
Exactly, yeah. I'd like to see what how they respond to Goon Squad with their soldiers.
I think it's more Lev and Rocky just need to like play together, I think, a bit more rather than like being so spread and just focus them so hard, because they're just straight in here, and yeah, Lex just 2 shots Laz, they just absolutely destroy them.
Yeah, insane bombs. Like Right and Lex.
The control point is being contested.
Yeah, I think Lev's just kind of got into like a fight with Dork, and his combo kind of just got crushed. I don't think, like, you know, the flank play is working much, so I think they just need to try and consolidate and not get crushed by the bombs, because basically the exact same scenario here where they're down Uber and just stuck in the forward hold, and you're basically guaranteed to, like, you know, lose at least a minute here if you can't get the force out instantly.
Yeah. That's on 50% does. It's like spades in, or the force, or the drop. Doge.
Oh,
drop,
that's a midi.
Wow.
Looks like they are going to clean up a bit, but that's kind of to be expected. But yeah, nice midi there from Deft, and good bombs all around. They basically just can't get forced here though straight away. Lexus in behind, they do know, and he will get cleaned up.
Does get Andreas.
That's rough. They should be able to take the point, but they've lost so much time, and now they don't even have that Uber ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do take the point after the med spawns, but I can't imagine they hold it for any amount of time, no.
Especially with no healing.
Yeah, it should just be an even fight again though, so they just need to be better in these neutral situations. It looks like Lev is playing a little bit more, you know, around Deft, around the medic, and they do get good. Those just dies to a single bomb.
Yeah.
So should be sacks. Lev, kind of, I'm not sure where he died, but I think he just, yeah, nice kill by Rocky, and Smazza should die as well here.
Waiting for the Lex bomb here. Tries to pass one to the medic. Unlucky.
That's so unfortunate. Rocky just accidentally body blocks him on 20 health.
Trying to get some spam damage here. Right is onto the blue combo, but fortunately blue combo is on.
Yeah, I mean, they've got what they needed to do, just Doge dying basically instantly, and they do a big ad here. It's just how Rocky wants to use it, whether he just waits and gets that time. They're just gonna go. They do get kills, but I don't see them killing the medic at all. And they need to go kill Super. Super gets the door kill, and Right's just full on retreat. Bit awkward though, because Doge wasn't actually healing for most of that.
Right's hiding. He knows that the scout will try and find him. Good rockets by Riot.
Yeah, I've never seen anyone hide in that spot before, and Right's like actually living for so long. He should finally die here. Yeah, but Super somehow dies as well.
Spades
nice
in, onto the
here.
Lev is in behind, gets the force on Doge.
A really nice play there. Spade getting the bomb, killing Matt, and Doge not wanting to use but Lev kind of gets in behind, meat shots him, and he's basically forced to.
Super is caught in.
Bit awkward, he respawns, instantly dies. They need to kind of back up here. Lex is so far in Rockies.
Oh.
They've actually gotten the kill somehow. The 3v5 somehow works out for them, and Rocky's just gonna, you know, go forward now that it is Uber and he's feeling confident. Door kind of feeds as well there, so there's basically not much they can do here apart from give it up. Oh, okay. That works.
The riot bombs.
Yeah, Riot actually just tempests up directly into his head, and Matt also gets a nice shot off on him, so just insta-drop. Few drops, the medics are not living at all. Lev just is cleaned up by Lex on their sack, but Doge just lives as well, so...
50 seconds left for Thunderbirds here. Very keen to see a $4 here.
Well, I think they have to do something drastic in Rockies on one of his other mains, just on the sneaky spy. Needs a soldier.
Oh, I think he is caught out. Yeah.
Yeah, this map is. I think you just have to like go main or right and hope your team doesn't get spam you out, because they're obviously just going to be shooting left the whole time, you know.
That's almost like the Raylan clip. I don't know if you've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically round losing because they've wasted just 20 seconds on that whole spy play. Yeah. And now they're getting over, but you have to trade. You have to trade in this awful position. Oh,
Def just gets dropped.
I don't know why they're four-manning into that door. Like their entire team just dies, and they actually make it to the point somehow. There's no way they cap it.
I think
they actually did. But I mean, you lose anyway. Like, how do you just can't win that? That's just a bad Uber. Like, you have to trade, but that's just not the way to do it. Just Laz needs to try something different, because his positioning like on those staircases is just meaning he's getting landed on and dying instantly.
Yeah. I'd like to see a fast one from right here.
Yeah, well, their bombs have just been absolutely crushing it.
Asking for that crit kill. Could see a bomb in a second from right.
Yeah, Lex is just in behind. I don't know what's happening.
Fake bombing. This is all that gets fade.
Doge at least dies this time too. Lex will get cleaned up eventually, right? Is it behind?
Matt!
Oh. Nice shots all around there. Super getting a nice shot on Smazza, right? Actually crushing it, killing Super and Rocky. So awkward though, like Lars was playing back, and pretty unnecessary death bomb right there, but it shouldn't matter too much. Yeah, Lars was playing back in that doorway, but no one else got the memo, and so two people just pushed left house and he died instantly. Very awkward miscommunications there.
Yeah.
Lev just dying instantly as well.
Trying to see if they push the left house here. Looks like they are. Just instantly shut down by the damage.
Somehow Super getting a nice rocket off and living, and Dorf will get punished for this, maybe. No. Just getting some trades out, but yeah, Lev just really needs to live a lot longer. He's just kind of overstepping his bounds and dying a lot. They do get a good kill there though, and they do have to retreat, and they've actually taken the point back, I think, for the first time in less than a minute. Which is a good start for them. They might actually have the time lead for once if they can get a good forward hold going.
Looks like they just demolished them in that right side. But right and Lex just leak through.
I think you're fine with that, because they've realised and they've backed off, so they're not going to get bombed. I think Dorf wanted to trade, and it just didn't happen, and now they're just wasting time just getting picked up and such.
I mean, it's even times.
Shupert is so aggro there, I don't think that was necessary. And yeah, now just back to, you know, the spam battle Smazza, just trying to find an angle. Pretty interesting angle, but really bad Uber though from Thunderbirds, and Right is actually in behind with Lex. Very awkward fight here, but they should get cleaned up eventually, and they do. They will retake the point, but that just means their soldiers don't get any cap. Yeah, I think Lev needs to relax. He's the worst to take it up. You get too sticky. Nice surf by Doge. Living when Spade got him behind it with having seen. And once again, Lev kind of and Rocky both this time. Just too forward getting picked up.
Super picking up Matt.
Yeah, good consolation prize in the end because of the better spawns, but Yeah, Matt's just crushing them. Like, they just need to do something to hold them down. I think it's killed left a few times, definitely, at least. Or basically gotten him killed with his damage.
Rioton getting some damage off. Laz living on minimal HP.
Really nice from Laz. Oh, Lex just gets the rocket off. That's so unfortunate for him. And it'll be a full-on retreat here.
Trying not to deny that better.
Docket's funny traded. Surprised they're staying in so far here. There's no real need for it. You can just... I know you don't want them forward holding, but you know, the worst thing that could happen is Doge just gets forced and you don't get a single kill or don't get the net off it.
Spades in, looks like a double sack. Does get the force. No droppages on Doge part. Good healing on his part.
Yeah, at that time they were basically just all in on him, and I mean, that's basically
Just
the best
right click.
outcome you can kind of expect. Just, I mean, you can't really expect to get too many kills anyway when you're just YOLO sacking. They've got a nice forward hold here though. Matt is actually so forward, and Dork is going for a funny.
Oh no.
Dork is actually made his like the whole way
just
behind, and they
through.
have no idea.
Oh no.
I'm not sure that was the right target, but it actually works out for him despite taking about 4 shots and Laz needing to shoot him, but Lex does die as well
Laz,
though, so it's fine.
38
for them.
HP, gets the force. Spades in. They're just back. Yeah, good positioning, good team play from Thunderbirds. They're just backing out. Make the Uber really poor.
Oh shit,
Doge!
just Waddle middies him. Like, he's just sitting on that left back waiting and they just walk straight into it. So I think this is just going to be, forward. Once again, Lev kind of dying. At least he gets the trade, but there's just no need for him to be there, you know? And they'll just be able to easy retake once Lev spawns, I think. Oh, they just do it accidentally anyway. Probably not a huge deal. We'll probably spawn at the same time as Mazza.
24 seconds left for Thunderbirds here.
Yeah, they are not a whole lot, so they'll be able to just fight. Spade trading out. Both them is trade out right is somehow
Shooper's behind.
finally died. Yeah, Shooper going behind hasn't worked all that well. There's been really nice bomb from Lex. He does get cleaned up. Smezza can't kill the med despite his forwarding, and they should be able to hold here if Rocky gets some support on the point, which he will.
Yeah.
Despite
Doge
that,
is out.
Lev just
Rotating
dying forward, unfortunately, once again. With the Ubers though, I'm sure Rocky won't want to just give this up this easily when they have Uber. They do actually have ad, but only for like 3 more seconds, and Doge will use during this, and Laz and Rocky are both going to explode, as will Deft, I would imagine. Yeah, unfortunate timing there. If they'd got like 2 more shots onto Doge, he would have died.
Looks like Spades in.
Even if they killed Doge here, like Lev is in, but even if he killed him there, I don't think it changes much. Like they still, Doge isn't getting Uber, or even if he does, they basically just had to fight anyway. Yeah, I don't think Doge is getting. So I think you're better off just living there, because they're not even to touch the point, and I think that's just game.
Yeah, that's just game. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, Koth is kind of where you see the coordination, and Thunderbirds were just way more on point, you know, especially that first round, the bombs were just brilliant from Lex and Riot, and then there's so much like awkward times where, you know, Rocky and Laz were a bit separated, left, you know, being more forward than the rest of his team. Super, you know, being behind, but then not being able to really do anything with it because just didn't have the support he needed, sort of stuff. So just a lot more solid play overall from Thunderbirds.